Mind about how quickly that ball needs to get out.
They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Second down after that run on the previous play. The shotgun running play call. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play?
29 Philly.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Extra point, splits the uprights. And he takes this from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Looking to throw it on first down. Oh, that one. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, I think I can hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping him out of the end zone.
Gets made on the out route. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. It's a shotgun run call. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. They'll run it from the gun. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line. Second down after that run on previous play. Looking for some space. It's Miller. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Handoff here from the shotgun. Oh, what a move. The gain moves the ball to a 34.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Back to throw. It's Milroe. And he dumps it off to the tight end. That'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole.
And the senior making a disruptive impact play. How about the big nose tackle? Known as a run stopper, but he gets to the quarterback that time.
Yeah, usually the big man is off the field when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You know, like you said, Chris, this guy's usually known for just eating up blocks, but The big man there shows he's got enough twitch to get to the quarterback, and he gets a sack.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Pressure is coming. He's moving out of the pocket. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Finds his man, has the first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's moving out of the pocket now. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Strong game by this quarterback. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Price. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. Second down play coming up for this offense. To the air, it's Leonard. It's a quick grab. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going. Clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They're going to run it here. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Extending the play now. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly.
That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Irish. No chance to catch him. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. Kirk, what in the world was going on the defensive side on that play?
What was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
Returner decides to field it. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. This should be the last play of the quarter. On 1st and 10, look at the throw. Pass knocked away and incomplete. That'll do it for quarter number one. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. Second down after the incompletion. Trying to find room. It's Miller. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Second down after that previous play. Back to pass. It's Milroe. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete. He just missed his... overthrowing it. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Here we go, 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. And he's got it! Touchdown, Bama!
But the defense, to me, looked like they may have had a bust. So much focus on the perimeter, worried about the receivers. They lost focus on the tight end. He's wide open. An easy read for this quarterback for the touchdown.
The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. 14. They'll return it from inside the 5. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on the quarterback there. That was a strong safety sneaking in. I don't think the quarterback saw him, and eventually he comes home with a sack.
Pulls it in. It's low. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. The returner is brought down. Gets it started with the next drive. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Using his legs here. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on 1st down. Take a shot downfield. The only thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of...
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
And the freshman able to get home with the sack.
How about Notre Dame sending a backer here? He comes up with the sack. A little Rudy magic on this one. Boy, they've had some great linebacker play over there.
Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
The offense already has 1 4th down conversion. Can they do it for a 2nd time? Looking to throw. It's Milroe. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Now it's 2nd down here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. That's a big hit at the end, but they earned a fresh set of downs.
What a great throw here and an even better catch by this Notre Dame wide receiver. And Chris, let's be honest. If Notre Dame's going to become this top 5 team, this consistent brand, this is where they've got to make their biggest strides. The ability to make plays downfield and have the speed to be able to play with the big boys in college football.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Looking for his big tight end. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete. Offense trying to move into scoring position if they could convert 3rd and short here from the 50. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. Got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here or...
And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up.
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And it's incomplete on 4th down. The offense will now take over in plus territory. The guys up front line up. It's 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. This offense is still clicking. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. The pass rush closing in. Oh, the sack is made there by the freshman. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up, airing this one out toward the sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown. Tide.
I love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And the point after is right down the middle. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He bought some time, now lets it go. Caught on the outside. It's Evans. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And the quarterback dropping back. Quick throw over the middle. And he's got it. An explosive play. Big gain across midfield to the 42.
And just like that, Chris, all of a sudden the offensive coordinator and the quarterback, they changed their approach. That's a big play. So instead of just maybe trying to get into field goal range, now they're really thinking they got a shot to maybe get the ball in the end zone.
That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for his big tight end. And he pulls in the catch. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. So the offense clicking now. They're building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is showing up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Now the junior quarterback, inaccurate that time, grew up behind the receiver. Second down play coming up. Looking to throw. It's Milroe. He's escaping the pocket now. It's going to be incomplete. Trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
Well, there aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that good pressure by the defense can get to any quarterback.
And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. One team ready to boot it away. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the return will be brought down. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. First down. Looking to throw the football. And he's got his man open downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid game. More than enough to pick up a first down. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. And he knocks it right through the uprights. And they add to their lead. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. One more play before they head to the locker room. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. He's going to pull it down and run. And they get him down, what will be the final play of this first half. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And looks like the hands team were able to recover the football.
Trying it onside to start the third with the lead? It's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite him.
First play of the second half is a handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Getting set. Here's second down. Dropping back, it's Leonard. And that pass rush has trapped him into sack.
Chris, a lot of times you'll see a strong safety up close to the box trying to defend the run, but this time he's able to sneak in there and come up with a quarterback sack.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And they've got him again. That ferocious pass rush, back-to-back sacks. So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. And he's got it from 58 yards away, never in doubt. So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Gonna run it. It's Miller. second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiples, and he lofts it toward the sideline. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. Now the all-important extra point. And he knocks it right through. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Extra point try coming now. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Now they get set to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. Handoff from the shotgun. stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to pass, it's Leonard. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Nice find there by the quarterback on third down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on third down. Being a good third down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
They've got him down out near the 40.
Oh, the read option here. The quarterback keeps it. I thought he was going to get out and maybe take this downfield for big yards. The defense, very fortunate to keep him to a shorter gain.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Can he make it to the marker? Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. An explosive play. They finally get him down, but the offense very near to the red zone.
That's a big-time play by this wide receiver from Notre Dame. You think about Notre Dame teams that have been able to get up into the national scene. They've always seemed to have a difference.
He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Chris, let's tip our cap to this quarterback. He has gotten hit. That's the 4th sack already in this football game. Now, he's thrown for a lot of yards, so it's been one of those cases where either our band is playing or your band is playing. One way or another, you're getting a lot of fireworks in this game.
Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. 9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Leonard. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
This is a nice job here by this defense on third down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback scramble. He almost comes up with his first down, but they keep him short to set up this 4th down.
And it's good. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing, lofting it toward the left sideline. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. And now another deep ball here. Touchdown, Bama. And the comeback is on. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He steps out at the 23. That's where the drive will start. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Settled for a field goal last time out. Can they open things up on this possession? Bringing pressure. He's got a man down the middle. They make the stop, but a big gain puts him in enemy territory. Ball spotted at the 48.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. He's running out of time here. Cannot escape it. Down he goes.
Well, that's another big sack for this defense. They've come up with so many sacks. It's a great way to get back into this football game. Now, give the quarterback credit. He's played tough through that so far, but one mistake could potentially be a game-changing play.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments. And they'll loft this one deep to the left side. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the offense declines the penalty after the big play. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Dropping back. It's Milroe. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
All of this pressure and sacks are starting to impact this quarterback. You can sense that internal timer is sped up a bit more than usual.
Trying to extend the play. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it
There's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Looking for a gap. It's Love. Running through the tackle. They'll tackle him at the 27.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead, sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. Quick completion to the tight end. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. Notre Dame getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And now they run the draw play. Oh, look at the quick cut. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down.
The draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations, if you mix it in correctly.
Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
Oh, just a backbreaker for this defense. That's two separate times. On this drive alone, they've had a chance to maybe get off the field. They'd have these third downs, only to give up first downs. Now, as a defensive coordinator, man, you got to dial up any kind of pressure at all to shoot a gap and try to bust that ball away from these backs.
Looking downfield, it's Leonard. The pocket breaking down. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Quarterback drops back, looking to set up a screen pass here. The defense stops him short of the marker in that screen. 4th down coming up. They bring the punter onto the field now. Oh, it lands just short of the goal line, but bounces in for a touchback. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. He'll hand it off. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble now. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Looking to pass. It's Milroe. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
If this team can hold on today and win, this pass rush deserves all the credit in the world.
He'll take a deep shot here. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long, it's a bit of a risk. But with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. This pass is on target. Caught. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on. Snyder's a quick throw. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Brought down at... The offense really threatening now. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and it has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver.
Touchdown, tie. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
You just love to see this when the game is on the line. This offensive line does a great job of executing up front, giving this back just enough room to be able to get into the end zone and give them the lead.
Now the try for 2. To throw, it's Milroe. Throws to the tight end. And the short pass caught in the end zone. They convert the 2-point try. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if we give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Returner looking to create better field position. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Caught in the backfield. It's Love. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. We reach the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? Short connection to the tight end here.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Caught behind the line. It's Love. They wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. Looking to throw it on first down. Makes a quick catch. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
And this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Here's the second down play. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Looking for the wide out. He's got it for a big gain. And he goes down, but the important thing is enough to move the sticks and a fresh set of downs. Back to pass. It's Leonard. Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game. And a timeout on the field. We'll talk some strategy. A crucial moment here. Quick throw to the left. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him? At the 30 now. Past the 10. Touchdown, Alabama. Wow, what a play. A defensive score.
Chris, how about the safety here? Just kind of sitting back, waiting patiently to read the quarterback, and then once the ball's in the air, there's the range to come up with that interception, and I love that he's got the speed and the hands to make this quarterback pay for it.
And now they'll go for a 2-point conversion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He'll be brought down so they come up empty on that 2-point try. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner choosing to field this one. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And he shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. High completion makes it 2nd and medium. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. Offense getting set. It's second down. To throw, it's Leonard. Running out of time in the pocket. Receiver makes the catch. They tackle him, but the game moves the ball to the 36. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Quarterback will spike the ball to stop the clock. Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Grab down the middle. It's Evans. Tackle made after a big gain. The offense signals for timeout. 28 seconds remaining on the clock. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's got it, looking for the end zone. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. And he spikes it to stop the clock.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Chris, just a great job by this offense. Now, I think it's a little bit too late here. They're not going to be able to have a chance to come back, but I think it says a lot about the character of this football team that they're fighting to the very end.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And they make the recovery in the onside kick. The offense keeps it for another possession.
Chris, I can't believe they recovered this. This is amazing. The special teams unit does their job. Now it's up to the offense to finish the job. Remember, a field goal doesn't do you any good here. Let's see how they call this series.
And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Incompletion sets up a second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's incomplete. The final drive comes up empty, and the ball game is over. A really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side, where they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.